Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on how Pooh Shiesty robbed and kidnapped Gucci, how Gucci snitched on Pooh Shiesty, how Pooh Shiesty's father is a government informant. This is gonna be one of the craziest videos of 2026.
Is it now?
9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty.
It was well before, several hours before sunup when they first heard a boom. It was then followed by shouting of from the agents who were saying that they were certainly executing a search warrant. I can tell you, after that boom, there was a back door that was breached.
It sounded like Gucci cooperated. It sounded like the victim. Gucci was a victim and gave his testimony. Come on over here with me, Gucci. It's all right. It's all right, you don't be civilian.
Nigga said, "Go ahead, come over here on with me, bro." Most of these rappers, man, I'm telling you, bro. You know what I'm saying? They made it, bro. They not trying to risk nothing. They not trying to do nothing. Like, let's be real. So, like, y'all know, like, let's take Ice Cube for example. Ice Cube was perfect, bro. So, like, you know, Ice Cube came up. Gangsta rap era, LA. He transitioned to a businessman. Would you really be surprised if something like this happened to Ice Cube, or anything was to happen to Ice Cube on like some gangster shit? Like, you think, like, or not even some gangster, but just like some anything, bro. You think he ain't gonna be like thinking about, okay, I got this, I got that going on. I'm way different, nigga. I'm old now. Like, nigga, that was way back then. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all think he just not gonna say nothing? He not gonna stop somebody from destroying his property or coming on his set, his big three? You don't think he gonna kick the people up out of there? You know what I'm saying? It comes to a certain point, bro. It's like, man, when do you get to be a successful black man, bro, that made it out the streets? You know what I'm saying, though? I don't feel like Gucci had to snitch in this situation. It's either you take the L or you snitch. You know, but at what point, bro, does the successful black man, you know, get to walk away, bro? You know, but at the same time, it's like Gucci Mane, man. You know, you still dealing with street niggas and rappers, and you know, you want to get your label and sign the young niggas, and you know, you still you gotta step away completely, bro. You can't even. Ice Cube ain't signing all these crash out niggas and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jay-Z. Who else, man? Niggas made it.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah, this ain't that ain't yeah. Come on over here with me, Gucci. Press charges on their ass.
Flashbangs would pop off the federal search warrant of Memphis rapper
Baby Cube ain't doing nothing to stop it.
Pooh Shiesty's home on April.
Baby Cube is a rich. He his dad is rich, successful. That nigga don't gotta crash out. For what? For what, bro? When you got something to lose, bro, you got something to live. When you got something to live for, you ain't even gotta have something to lose. Fuck having something to lose. When you got something to live for, bro, that could be your own selfish desires. Cause you got goals. You know what I'm saying? You gonna move different, bro.
1st, 2026. The next day, the United States Attorney for Northern Texas would announce 9 individuals, including well-known rappers, were federally charged with kidnapping and robbing at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested in one day, including Memphis rapper Lontrell Williams Jr., aka Pooh Shiesty, his father Lontrell Williams Sr., Memphis rapper Rodney Wright, aka Big 30,
Rodney.
and 6 others. A 32
Nigga, what movie is that with Rodney? Man, what movie is that? Rodney. It's like some childhood movie or some shit.
page sealed criminal complaint would state on January 10th, 2026 at approximately 4:50 p.m.
Rodney, nigga, that's jump in, nigga. Y'all know what I'm talking about, Rodney. The poor little nigga that was boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that's right. Rodney.
3 victims were kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint at a music studio. The criminal complaint would list the 3 victims by their initials, RD, MM, and BP. But we all know RD is Roderick Davis, the 46-year-old Atlanta rap legend known as Gucci Mane. At approximately 1 p.m. that day, the victims flew into Dallas alongside Gucci's head of security and an additional security officer for a scheduled meeting with Pooh Shiesty, who'd been signed to Gucci's 1017 label since 2021. The meeting was scheduled because Shiesty was upset with the terms of his contract and wished to be released from the label, so he asked Gucci to meet about business. At approximately 1:45, Gucci and his team arrived at the meeting location, a music recording studio within a larger office building. Upon entering the building, they realized the recording studio was closed. In the meantime,
My thing is though, like, what business do you need to handle in person, my guy? If you want to discuss the contract, of course he wasn't gonna bring up the contract. Oh yeah, I want to talk to you about this contract. No, he told him about something else. Set up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can handle that over the phone if that's the case. You want to talk about this contract, nigga. The only time we need to see each other is if we finalize something and can sign these paperwork in person. It's the only time something gonna happen, nigga.
meantime, they went to a nearby liquor store. Pooh Shiesty's father, who's more commonly known throughout the streets of Memphis as Mob Boss, ran an independent label named Mob Ties Records. Boss would call the owner of the Dallas recording studio at 2:53 p.m., trying to book the studio for Shiesty and Gucci to record music. This was over an hour after Gucci had already arrived. 22 minutes after the call, the studio was open to Gucci and his team. A short time later, Mob Boss could be seen on surveillance video speaking on his cell phone outside the building before entering. At 3:39, a production employee would arrive while Pooh Shiesty and his father were standing at the back of the office building, engaged in what appeared to be an argument over the phone. Just minutes later, Shiesty, along with his father, Big 30, and 6 others, would enter the east side of the building, walking through the lobby and into the studio. One of the suspects at a later time can be seen exiting before shortly returning with a bag slung over his shoulder.
See, now niggas want to be mad. This is what I be saying. So if Gucci Mane is still supposed to be this big gangster at 40, what was he, 46 years old? You know what I'm saying? Nah, they don't say that. So I kind of missed it. So his Pooh Shiesty dad is my boss, or they said this was Gucci Mane's studio. That's what I was getting at. That's what they had. That was like what the word was going around. So, you know what I'm saying? So this whose studio is this? But what I'm saying is, if this Gucci studio and he supposed to be this big gangster at 46 years old, why set up security cameras to the internet street logic, right? You gotta be so gangster. You operating a music studio, nigga, and got security cameras, nigga. Nah, you can't have them if you gangster. Looking ass for the internet. You know what I'm saying?
exiting before shortly returning with a bag slung over his shoulder. All 9 suspects entered the studio's control room, where inside the victims were watching a football game. Gucci's head of security was positioned in the lobby, while the other guard remained in the vehicle. The victims overheard Pooh Shiesty talking on his cell phone, possibly with his federal parole officer, stating that his caseworker had given him permission to be out on rec time. From what the victims could hear, Shiesty was told on the phone that was not the case, and he needed to return immediately, to which he agreed.
Is that right?
At the time, Shiesty was wearing an ankle monitor. Gucci would tell Shiesty they can reschedule.
Yeah, see, I knew he had to have a monitor on. They just let him go.
Their studio session, but Shiesty asked to speak with Gucci privately in the attached recording room. Gucci would
And now this nigga Pooh Shiesty set it up for the next rapper that wanna go to the studio cause that's how they operate their business and that's how they make their money. That's how they work. Now the judge ain't gonna want to grant access to the studio because now you can rob your CEO. Niggas is getting robbed by rappers that oh, we let them go, the feds let them go to the studio, and now the next rapper, you know what I'm saying, the next nigga can't go to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Cause it is.
would enter the room with Pooh Shiesty, his father, and Big 30. The 2 other victims would remain with the 6 suspects, even offering them drinks as 2 of the suspects accepted and poured up. Inside the booth, Shiesty pulled out a contract termination letter telling Gucci to sign it, releasing him from the label. Gucci refused, Shiesty became agitated, and the 2 began to argue. The 2 victims could see the conversation play out, and one of them saw the conversation intensifying, so he texted Gucci's head of security, who was still in the lobby. While arguing, Shiesty instructed Big 30 to get his bag. Quick pause, because this might actually help you out. If you've ever needed
come on, man.
It'll take you here, and like make it really simple. Amy 30 would come helping people like you stay more on top of their finances. Big 30 would come back into the room with the bag, and Shiesty would pull a Draco, aiming it at Gucci and demanding again that he sign the contract release paperwork. Gucci, now being held at gunpoint and unable to leave the room, complied, signing the paper while Shiesty's father and Big 30 stood by. Big 30 took out his cell phone and recorded Gucci signing the paperwork while being forced to say he released Pooh Shiesty from his.
Good job, Big 30. Good job. Good job, Big 30. Big 30. Good job.
Contract. After signing, Pooh Shiesty would take Gucci's wedding ring, watch, earrings, and whatever cash he had on
not
him.
the earrings.
Shiesty then handed the paperwork to his father, asking him if it was good, to which he replied, "It needs to be dated." So Shiesty forced Gucci to write the date.
So basically his dad got the contract. This nigga asking him, is the contract good? And then he tell him it need to be signed. So his dad coming with the termination contract, right?
Next to his signature. As Shiesty, 30, and Mob Boss exited the recording room, the 6.
But see, you know what's so crazy though? If Pooh Shiesty, I mean, I guess a contract's a contract though, I guess. So if he signed it and that's what it say, then that's what it say. But I was gonna say, like, would Gucci not have to issue that contract? You know what I'm saying? That would make Pooh Shiesty's contract fraudulent in a way. Because how you just gonna come to me? Because what I'm saying is Gucci could have just signed that contract, right? You know, and still kept the rights to Pooh Shiesty because he didn't issue the contract. But a contract's a contract. So if he would have signed, nigga, hey, who's to say? That's type shit that gotta get handled in court. But look at Pooh Shiesty, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Look at Pooh Shiesty. I'm just saying that as in that's a way Gucci Mane could have possibly got out of this type of situation though. You know?
Remaining suspects pulled handguns, AR and AK pistols, and began robbing Gucci's 2 associates. One victim, identified only as BP, would have his pockets ran and his wallet removed by who he identified as CMO Damn Fool, one of Shiesty's goons.
A damn fool, nigga.
His 1017 chain would be taken by another man he knew as Glizzy 375. Glizzy would repeatedly threaten to shoot him for moving, but Shiesty would instruct him not to. According to the victim's statement to police, he witnessed Big 30 pointing a cell phone at Gucci within the booth, but assumed he was taking pictures for social media. Victim BP further identified Baby Slime 375 for holding him and others at gunpoint. Victim BP and victim MM would identify KD 375, who they also recognized.
The fuck are these names?
As he can be seen on social media with Pooh Shiesty. KD would also hold them at gunpoint. Victim MM is rumored to be Matt Marzal, who goes by the name Multi-Mars. He's a Chicago-based photographer and has been Gucci's personal cameraman for years. It was also Matt who texted Gucci's head of security when he saw the conversation within the recording booth intensifying. Matt was choked from behind, almost to the point of losing consciousness, resulting in scratches to his neck and wrist. He'd be robbed of his Rolex watch, a Louis Vuitton bag containing multiple high-end watches, and his wallet. He'd confirmed to police his Louis bag, wallet, and AirPods all had an Apple AirTag attached, and he was also able to identify his robber by his Instagram handle of Twin CMO. While the robbery was taking place, Big 30 walked to the door leading to the lobby, closing it and blocking it with his body, preventing the victims from leaving. But Gucci's security would see what was taking place. Both of Gucci's security guards would draw guns, attempting to force themselves in as they partially opened the door, only to see that they were greatly outgunned. Gucci was pushed onto a couch, causing the victims to believe they were going to be executed. Shiesty placed the barrel of his Draco to the back of BP's head, ordering him and Gucci to leave the studio through the west side of the building. Gucci then instructed his security to escort them to their vehicle. As the victims left, Gucci's cameraman turned to Pooh Shiesty and asked if they were really taking his watches. Matt would provide police with the last AirTag locations, which was revealed to be the parking lot of an apartment leased to Pooh Shiesty's father, where Pooh is believed to have been residing in Frisco, Texas. Federal investigators would recover photos of the suspect vehicles, a white Buick Enclave, a black Hellcat, and a black Dodge Ram with a roll bar. According to law enforcement databases, Big 30's father owns a 2020 Dodge Hellcat in Tennessee, and license plate readers would place it in Texas during the relevant time period of the robbery and traveling with the 2 other suspect vehicles. The white Enclave was found to be a rental, rented by none other than Shiesty's dad. Federal investigators would find surveillance video of Shiesty's dad at a Staples, printing out what they believed to be the release contract an hour before he arrived at the studio. The feds would also link all suspects.
They know everything, bro. You niggas gotta remember, bro, we in 2026, bro. It ain't too much of getting away no more. It ain't too much of getting away no more, man. It's just not.
Together by cell phone GPS coordinates, and would reveal Shiesty's goons were so poor, 4 of them would have to take a Greyhound bus from Texas back to Memphis, Tennessee.
And how long of a process is that?
Now remember when the victims offered
out in a beach. We gotta hit it one time for them, bro, cause that's tough. Not a Greyhound, bro. A Greyhound from Dallas to Memphis, my nigga. You know that's gonna take you a fucking day.
Shiesty's goons' drinks, a left ring finger and right thumbprint would identify the 2 suspects that took drinks as they left their prints on the red cups. The victims obviously knew who Pooh Shiesty was,
Nigga, they got your fingerprints and everything, but
and Gucci Mane would be listed as one of the victims who identified Shiesty as wearing a Nike mask and hoodie during the robbery. Gucci would also name Big 30 and identify him by his Instagram. In
yeah, identified, nigga.
fact, almost
Got him on camera. So I wonder if these are just lobby cameras. There may not actually be cameras in the studio though. Like in the booths, you know, and in the, you know.
every suspect was able to be identified by their Instagram handles. KD would be described as Shiesty's right-hand man. Damn Fool lives up to his name, as he could be seen leaving
No, they're not dropping the ads. How many followers these niggas gained from this?
wearing Gucci's cameraman's Louis bag. He'd then post a video to Instagram wearing one of the stolen watches, and another picture would show him wearing the same sneakers worn in the robbery. Twin, who choked out the cameraman, would post multiple pictures of another stolen watch and even the 1017 chain that was taken. Shiesty and his team executed a coordinated armed recording studio takeover, temporarily kidnapping fucking Gucci Mane, robbing the shit out of him and his team, making his security look like bitches, and leaving the scene without firing a single shot.
So the nigga had security. We ain't hearing enough about this security that was allegedly there.
Only for Gucci and his team to fully cooperate with police.
Because if you security, you supposed to crash out. You supposed to be more gangster than the gangsters. You supposed to crash out.
Police, leading to a federal takedown and kidnapping charges.
So what happens to a cop that gets he gets outnumbered and they telling him to put his gun down? He gonna put it down, or he gonna crash out? He gonna die. That's kind of the situation at hand, you know.
More charges can be expected as yet again Pooh Shiesty is alleged to be a felon in possession of another Draco after having just finished a prison sentence for shooting someone in the ass with a Draco.
So
Finished a prison sentence, be a felon in possession of another Draco after having just finished a alleged to be a felon. More charges can be expected as yet again Pooh Shiesty is alleged to be a felon in possession of another Draco after having just finished a prison sentence for shooting someone in the ass with a Draco.
yeah, free my homie, bro. Why they do my nigga like this, man? My nigga didn't shoot at nobody my nigga didn't get charged with shooting at nobody, bro. This nigga Pooh Shiesty did 4 years, my nigga. Come on, man. He a rapper. He gonna be out tomorrow, man. I think they cloned Pooh Shiesty too. You know what I'm saying? And it's of course, you know what I'm saying, strategic as to why they would his target would be Gucci Mane here. You know what I'm saying? By the looks of it, he really didn't have no real reason. I mean, outside of Scar, I can't say he didn't have no real reason, but yeah. They probably cloned Pooh Shiesty too, bro. Free my homie, bro. He didn't get charged with shooting at nobody, and my nigga been down since he was fucking like 17, bro. Definitely did more than 4 years in the feds, nigga. There's a bit of 5, 6. That's just fed time. Free, bro.
All 9 suspects will be facing life in federal prison for conspiring to and committing kidnapping. And I can only imagine what else the feds can add on with all the firepower and priors they had. It will also be interesting to see who chooses to cooperate against who, as Pooh Shiesty's father is no stranger to the feds. Back in 2007, Mob Boss was indicted on drug charges and would be sentenced to 70 months in prison after receiving a 5K1 sentencing reduction for his ongoing and future cooperation with the government, meaning he was snitching and agreed to keep.
So Pooh Shiesty's dad is a snitch already?
Yeah, they broke up.
Bro, but Pooh Shiesty's dad is a snitch. Certified. Ratatouille. Now this nigga running around with his daddy. His snitch daddy. That's still out here doing fuck shit though. It ain't like your dad snitched and, you know what I'm saying, got on the right path and, you know what I'm saying, wanted to raise his family right. You know what I'm saying? Nah. He's still out here running around with your little hot-head ass nigga. So, yes, nigga, you're running around with a rat. Pooh Shiesty.
Keep snitching. So this whole was snitching and agreed to keep snitching. So this whole fucking case is snitch nasty. Gucci just fucked over Atlanta as the most rat-infested city in hip-hop,
Man.
adding himself to the list of snitches after Young Thug gave investigators the longest interview of his career. Gunna flipped on Thug, Gunna did Crime Stoppers, T.I. started the Crime Stoppers wave, and Gucci is best friends with QCP. Gucci would even jump on live after the federal takedown was announced, and you'd think he'd talk about how he's far from the streets and too rich to abide by them like QCP did. But instead, Gucci was talking about the exact opposite, saying he'll smoke whoever steps to him, he doesn't believe in telling the police shit, and he's keeping it street. The exact opposite of what he did.
You step to me, I'ma smoke you. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell nobody, not even the police. I don't believe in none of that shit. Only thing I believe in is don't tell the police. Keep it in the street.
Some are even now
Grown man, by the way, man. Successful. You know what I'm saying?
pointing out Gucci's old interview speaking on Jeezy, trying to get him killed.
So that situation that we were just talking about with the charges and so forth, do you feel like it was a setup because cats came like after you, like they was coming to get you?
Yeah, I think it was a setup.
Okay. Do you have any indications on who it might be? Have you heard anything on the streets? Just whatever you feel in your own heart?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, ain't too many people got the motive to do some shit like that. I just like a detective, learn, you know what I'm saying, look at the motive, who has motive to do it. And this fuck nigga, the only nigga has motive.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight up.
So it's real serious then when we talking about like actually trying to like set somebody to take someone's lives. It's on a whole nother level. It's past just the wax.
It's like I guess it's scared of competition.
Now Pooh Shiesty just fucked himself after committing the dumbest robbery with his dad being a whole government informant, and Big 30's big door blocking ass is now facing life just because he wanted to be there. Never mind the goons that came up on watches but needed a bus pass to get home. A case that no one expected, and one of the fastest crash outs we've ever seen from a rapper fresh out of prison. This is likely the last time we'll ever see Pooh Shiesty in the free world. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Hearing Gucci Mane snitched, I was in disbelief. Gucci has been one of my favorite rappers since high school.
Oh no, you can't listen to Gucci Mane no more. Oh. I don't feel like the niggas should have snitched. No. I never really listened to Gucci Mane like that. Not back in the day, not today. It's either you take the L or you snitch, nigga. What you gonna do? Sometimes, man, you gotta take the L, bro. Sometimes you gotta take that L, man. You know? And maybe you can get back if that's what you want to do. Or you can snitch and say, man, you a businessman. Obviously, the whole world knows you're not ripping and running the streets no more, nigga. You're not on the corner. You're not catching bodies. Most thing a nigga gonna do is send a hit because he got some money. Like Lil Dirt. You know what I'm saying?
One of the main rappers I listened to in high school, and seeing the paperwork, it broke my heart.
It broke his heart. No.
And then like 3 minutes later, I got over it. I mean, what the fuck do we expect in 2026? This man's 46 years old. I highly doubt he gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They took his wedding ring, whatever other shit he had. He goes live talking about he'll smoke somebody. He should have smoked Pooh Shiesty.
He told because he not giving up that record deal, bro. He's not giving it up. You know what I'm saying? And let's be real. At this point, though, it's like, okay, since he crashed out, it's like, it. You know, Gucci Mane still gonna get some money off Pooh Shiesty, but for how long? Pooh Shiesty locked up 10 years. This shit is not gonna be streaming like it is today, bro. It's just not. He ain't got that good of a catalog, bro. Niggas ain't. So it's like you know, so you know, but it's still all that money that Pooh was missing out on because he done this. You know.
You know, it would have been a bang out. He really wouldn't have won that situation. I don't know why his security wasn't in the room with him. But Texas self-defense, yeah, he would have got off on that. He should have had some shit on him. You can tell he did not expect this at all. Nobody did. Nobody did. When Seti Nash broke the news, nobody even believed him. Because they were like, ain't no fucking way they playing with Gucci Mane like that. Gucci Mane got did dirty. And it's 100% confirmed he's cooperated. Not only did he identify what Pooh Shiesty was wearing and identify Big 30 by his Instagram, how do you think the feds know exactly what took place inside of that booth? None of the other witnesses were in there. And they couldn't hear what was being said. If you're in a music studio,
So it was just Pooh Shiesty and Gucci in there, right?
You can't hear what they're saying in the booth if you're not in the booth and they're not talking on the mic.
So, but it's a glass though.
That means Gucci was the one that told them. We went in there. We started arguing. He pulled out this piece of paper. I said no. He tells fucking 30 to go get his bag. He pulls out a fucking Draco, took all my shit. Gucci told the police all of that information. 100%. What the fuck is Atlanta gonna do about it? Not a goddamn thing. We know that. Everybody knows that. You know, snitching ain't nothing anymore.
That nigga wanted to keep that deal, man. Cause it's like, okay, he signs it. What's he gonna do? Go get it back in blood. Gucci gonna go get it back in blood. That's crazy, ain't it? Gucci gotta go get it back in blood because he signed the paperwork. Didn't tell. You know what I'm saying? And can't never tell. Can't even go to court. None of that.
And it's crazy because a lot of the rappers that we looked up to, Gucci being one of them, was against all of that shit. And that's why these videos are so important, because you can be young and dumb as I once was, riding around listening to these songs, toting guns like they're doing in these songs, committing crimes like they're rapping about in these songs, just for you to get caught, for you to keep that shit real, for you to get sentenced to all that prison time, and the motherfucker that influenced you to live that lifestyle is a fucking rat. And that's the cold hard truth about this.
Bro, the streets been overrated since Tree got legal, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. The trap game ain't like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Even the pill game. Drink is way too expensive. You gotta be selling some hardcore shit, bro. You gotta be selling cocaine, crack, heroin to make money in these streets, bro. Some places is still illegal, but for the most part, bro, a lot of places is legal, man. So they're just getting it from there. It's not a whole. It's not a whole. Like a lot of niggas. Like it's so crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know what I'm saying. I ran the streets. You know what I'm saying? I ran the streets. But I was getting money though, and I never joined no gang or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me, like how, cause back in my era, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was getting money. Everybody was getting money, bro. That was the thing, was getting money, bro. Getting money, hitting licks. It wasn't this, oh, kill, I'm the biggest killer, oh, I'm known for killing, I don't do nothing but gang bang and kill, I don't even sell, I don't trap, I don't do none of that. It's like this new era, like Chicago drill rap. It's kill, 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 there's no money being made. It's like, what are you in the streets for, bro? If you not making money. It just don't make no sense. What are you claiming the streets for if you ain't even making money though? Like you just ready to spin and kill and slide and, you know what I'm saying? That comes with being out here trapping and hustling and niggas taking your shit and you going and getting it back, nigga. And you know what I'm saying? Now I can see niggas get jumped, ganged up on, get robbed or whatever. And you wasn't trapping, you just happened to be niggas just kind of basically bully up on you. And then you might turn into a killer. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, bro, everybody just want to be a killer, bro. Everybody wants to be tough, gangster. That's that ego shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like being gangster is who has the biggest fucking ego. You know what I'm saying? That's what it boiled down to. Who has the biggest ego?
Shit. Do I give a fuck about this case? No. I really fucking don't. Am I the biggest fan of Pooh Shiesty? No. I like a couple of his songs. But this motherfucker's a crash out. End of story. He's a flat fucking crash out. This is the stupidest fucking crime I've ever heard of. You did this shit while you had on an ankle monitor. Literally, what, 30 minutes after you got off the phone with whoever and they're telling you, yo, you do not have permission to leave.
Wasn't even out 6 months.
You need to go home now. All right, bet. Let me rob Gucci Man first and I'll be back.
This nigga's a professional crash out. He's the new TK. He's the new TK.
What?
TK actually did some non-gangster shit. I think he did hit a lick on some niggas that was trapping or selling or whatever. So I guess that's kind of gangster. But what he did to that white man or whatever, he did some non-gangster shit for no reason, being a dumbass kid. That nigga crashed the fuck out, bro. I think that nigga caught 2 bodies, 3 bodies, something. They crashed that fuck out. Pooh Shiesty, he ain't got no bodies like that, so. But
what the fuck is wrong with you? And this is what I want to know. How much money do you think he really has after this many years just went by? And then he robs and kidnaps the label owner of the label that he's signed to. So there's no label backing him. You know, there's no crazy amounts of money behind him. Do you think he even has the funds to afford a lawyer that is gonna get him a decent deal? Because there's no such thing as beating this case. I don't give a fuck. I'll bet everything on it. I'll bet my chain on it. I'll bet my YouTube fucking plaques. He ain't beating this fucking case. They got so much evidence against this man. I seen the internet lawyer that's always, oh, how'd he do it if he's on a monitor? They would have been got him. He was on the fucking monitor. That's why they have all this information. All you had to do was read the fucking thing instead of acting like you know every fucking thing. And he's fucked. The amount of evidence they have in this fucking case, he's gonna get hit with more charges, guaranteed. You know, they're saying he upped the Draco, whatever the fuck, unless they need more proof than that. That's a firearm charge right there. It's an enhancement of punishment if guns were used during this thing. All 3 witnesses are saying that they had guns. The 2 security guards are going to testify.
The thing is though, what if they can't find the guns though? Like, I think it, and so say this happened in the booth, right? There's no video. They can't find the guns. That's just speculation. But if Gucci Mane said he had the gun, then okay, yeah, it's cooked.
That they had guns.
It's cooked.
Fuck, Gucci Mane himself might
Yeah. Cooked.
testify. What's worse than having somebody say you did it? 5 people say.
But then again, if they don't find it, it's speculation still. Even if Gucci say he upped it on me.
Hey, you did it. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. I'm telling you, this is gonna be one of the craziest cases we see in 2026.
Nah, this is one of the craziest cases out of rapping in a minute, nigga. Yeah, I'm sure there's been some crazy shit out there, bro, but this is top, nigga. This nigga robbed Gucci Mane. You know what I'm saying? Robbed his own CEO, robbed the own label owner, pulled the gun to get out of contract. That ain't like never been done before. That I could think of. They were saying something about Suge Knight. I don't know if he done the same shit or what, but man, this is definitely some crazy shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Crash out. You know what I'm saying? This is first you've heard this because it's some crash out behavior, bro. Nigga, you signed that deal, bro. You know what I'm saying? You signed that deal, bro. Now you want to cry like a little baby? Pull a gun on a nigga to get out of the deal because that's the only way you can handle your business? Says a lot about your character for real, bro. Not too many people gonna trust Pooh Shiesty. You know what I'm saying? He could get back out tomorrow. There's still gonna be people that's not gonna want to work with him. But there's always gonna be the clout chasers, the people that don't give a fuck, ready to die, put their life online, get robbed, so that they can have a story to tell, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
We're only a couple months in, but hey, y'all know where to come for the content. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rock.
It's gonna be a good topic for the next week, man. We gotta milk it, man. It's gonna be a good topic for the next couple weeks, man, and pending moving on with the case, man. So I'll try to do my best to keep up with it, man. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications, man, because we on the road to 100K. Okay, man, we getting there closer and closer every single day. Every single day we getting closer and closer. It's probably gonna take about, I don't know, probably another couple months though. But that could change, man. If everybody watching this and you new, man, if you subscribe right now, bro, we can get there way sooner than that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got notifications turned on, though. All notifications. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll get at you on the next one, and I am gone. TYP the name.